Welcome to Darren Daily On Demand, your most trusted resource to help you become better every day. Here's your success mentor, Darren Hardy.
Mickey Charles was crying. He was trying to hide it, but crying nonetheless. His dad could tell even over the phone. "I'm just a failure," said the young man again and again. Dad said, "Where are you?" The boy answered, "The Lazelle Hotel in Kansas City." Dad said, "I'll be right there," and hung up. It would be a long drive from Whitebird, Oklahoma, 150 miles at least. But that was okay. It would give Dad some time to think, and there was much to think about. First off, the boy was no failure. Never could be, as far as his dad was concerned. He just needed a little boost of self-confidence, the way he had sometimes needed when he was a kid as well. "You ain't gonna spend your natural life in the mines the way I did," Dad had often admonished. "But if you're gonna do anything else, you gotta believe in yourself." And the boy had listened patiently, but had he really understood what the old man was saying? Well, Dad touched the steering wheel before him, but all he could see was his boy up there in Kansas City, his heart breaking in a hotel room far from home. What would Dad say once he got here? He kept asking himself. Maybe something like, "Hang in there, boy, you're gonna be all right." Then a little pat on the back. That ought to do it, or would it? Meanwhile, Mickey Charles was sulking in his room, pacing back and forth, mentally arming himself against the impending onslaught of persuasion. Dad could be very persuasive, after all. But he better not try to talk him out of it this time, for once in his life, his mind was made up. He was going back home. 4 hours after Dad hung up the phone, a knock came at the hotel room door. But when the old man walked inside, he said nothing, not even a hello. He just took the son's suitcase, opened it up on the bed, and started throwing things into the suitcase. The boy, incredulous, asked, "What are you doing, Dad?" And the dad answered what neither of them had expected to hear. He said, "I'm taking you back to the mines, son. You'll be a miner, like me." "What do you mean?" the young man said, utterly bewildered. Dad looked up, his eyes filled with tears. "Now," he said, "I thought I'd raised a man, but you're nothing but a coward." The young man's eyes grew wide with disbelief and with anger. "Oh yeah?" he fired back. "Well, I'll show you who's a coward." And what do you know? He showed us all who wasn't a coward. That was spring 1951, when a father had precisely the right thing to say to his son in a hotel room in Kansas City. Because you see, that young man returned to his job and proceeded to do it as few who had ever lived before or since. He started out setting team strikeout record in his first season with the Yankees. And then he went 0 for 22 at bats after they sent him back to the minor leagues. The 19-year-old switch hitter from Spoffanaw, Oklahoma, just plain gave up. And he might have quit baseball forever until that showdown at the Lazelle Hotel between a dad who had figured out just what to do and just what to say to his teenage boy. His teenage boy was named Mickey Charles Mantle. Mickey Mantle, the 20 times All-Star, Hall of Famer, 7 times world champion, regarded as one of the best baseball players and sluggers of all time. So what lesson can we draw from this? Well, 1, just when you think you're a failure, you just might be on the precipice of greatness. Stick it out. Number 2, when parenting, leading, or coaching someone, sometimes what people need is not more support and encouragement. Sometimes what they need is a smack upside the head, a dose of tough love, reversed psychology. With tears in his eyes, Mickey Mantle's dad said, "I thought I'd raised a man, but you're nothing but a coward." And number 3, and maybe the best way to deliver that tough love is through that reverse psychology. When they are looking for resistance, offer them none, but show them the future vision of their choices. While packing his suitcase, Mantle's dad said, "I'm taking you back to the mines, son. You will be a miner like me." You see, that's great leadership. And the world of baseball owes a great debt of gratitude for the Hall of Fame fathering delivered by Elvin Charles "Mutt" Mantle. So what I'd like to encourage you to do is to share this Darren Daily with those you'd love to have believe in themselves more. They too may be on the precipice of greatness and just need that extra little shove from you.